Hello, everyone. My name is Whitney Slovic, and I'm with MNPS Community Achieves.
Hi, and my name is Janelle Wilmer, and I am with United for Hope. We help facilitate church community partnerships with MNPS.
And we're here today to provide a brief training on the introduction to MNPS Partner Framework.
So we are going to start out today with a welcoming ritual, and we are presenting this question to give you some time to reflect on why it is important to have a partner liaison for community partnerships. So we just want to take some time to think about why we feel and why you feel it is important to have someone from your school who is the main point person for your community partnerships. All right, now we're going to share some answers that some of our principals throughout the district have shared with us throughout the past year. So we have one elementary school principal who has shared with us that in the past, volunteer management has been a hindrance to her. However, her reading interventionist now manages this and it's running well. We have another principal that shared, our liaison is invaluable. He is out reaching out to partners, taking requests from families in need, and interacting with staff to see what our school needs. So we can see here that having a partner liaison serving community partnerships really helps to create that structure and that support to ensure that communication is ongoing, communication is flowing between the school and the partner, and they can support the principal in the work.
So to visit our training outcomes, today we hope you walk away with a guide for identifying your school-based personnel who's going to be the best fit for the partner liaison role. We hope you have a definition of the MNPS partnership tier structure, and we hope to define the partner liaison's roles and responsibilities at each tier. So just so we're speaking the same language, a partnership is an agreement between two or more parties or organizations that are working towards mutually beneficial outcomes. They're community-based, family and student-centered, participatory, results-oriented, and responsive. So we're going to go through the MNPS partnership common structures and practices that are common in all of our schools. All of our schools will be registering their partners using an MNPS form, which in a couple of slides will provide a QR code, so you can easily take a picture of that if you want to get your partners registered. All of our schools will be using a data usage agreement if you're working with student data. There will be regular communication from school and the district. It's going to look different at each tier. Some schools might have more communication, others will have less, depending on the tier. Professional development at all tiers with schools and partners. Tiers 2 and 3 are going to have periodic group partner gatherings that will bring all partners together to share data and updates. And then we will encourage partners, if they're new partners, to attend pencil intake meetings and United for Hope info sessions if you have new partners. So for some common language, there are different partnership roles. The principal is the one who appoints the partner liaison. The partner liaison is the school point person for all the partnerships, and they're welcome to delegate partners to other staff to support if that is a better fit. The partner representative is the point person from each community partnership who is the point of contact for the partner liaison and is involved in partnership planning and communicating opportunities to their organization as they arise. And volunteers are individuals providing direct services to students, families, and staff. We have a tier structure for school partnerships, which we'll discuss in a little bit. Each school will have a strategic plan for partnerships that aligns with their SIP, and we have an MNPS handbook for schools and partners to help guide the work, which you'll have access to. So here's the QR code if you want to snap a picture with your cell phone, or if you want to send it out to partners to register.
So now we are going to go over the characteristics that make an ideal partner liaison? Now, we understand that depending on the tier that your school falls under, you may have a smaller pool of potential partner liaisons. So you do not have to find a partner liaison that has all of these characteristics. However, we are going to cover them all so that it can provide a guide and a framework to help you identify a partner liaison from your school staff who can fill this role well. So ideally, the partner liaison is someone who is already involved in school level decision making. They are also someone that is a servant leader and loves to connect people to resources and opportunities. It is also ideal if they are detail-oriented. As you will see as we move forward through this presentation, the partner liaison role does involve a lot of details of matching volunteers to specific opportunities and other things like that. They also should be someone that is an encourager, that really is able to welcome partners into the school, encourage volunteers, encourage staff to engage with partners, and just really create a welcoming atmosphere. They also should be someone who is process-oriented, kind of goes along with the detail-oriented component, where they are able to follow processes set in place to ensure that the partnerships run smoothly. It's also great if they are already involved in the local community and can use their network and resources to bring more partners into the school. They should be someone who is relational, as partnership management and partnership building really does, at the heart of it, does involve building those relationships and connections with one another. They also should have management skills, not just project management skills, but people management skills as well, as they will be managing the partner representatives and the volunteers. And it's also great if they are someone that has experience with managing conflict. When you are managing community partners, there are a lot of different people with a lot of different personalities at the table. And so it's just really great if they have that experience with being able to manage and resolve conflict. So what are all partner liaisons going to do? Well, regardless of what tier your school falls under, all partner liaisons are going to be attending an MNPS partnership management training. The training will last 2 hours in length, and the specific training topics will be dependent on the tier that your school falls under. All partner liaisons will also create a strategic plan for partnerships that is based on your SIP and MNPS focused outcomes. Now, they will have assistance creating this plan. That assistance will come in the partnership management training. Partner liaisons, all partner liaisons will also be managing partners and communicating engagement opportunities to their partners. Again, that frequency of communication will be dependent on the tier that your school is part of. And all partner liaisons will also be working closely with other school leadership to make sure that the partnerships align with your school's goals. So here's a graphic that identifies each partnership tier and the main components of each tier. And we are going to jump into each of these tiers and break down the components of each one in greater detail. So as we're going through the tiers today, we want you to just think about which tier your school would fall under based on the resources and staffing that you have at your school and based on the existing community partnerships and community engagement that you have at your school. So tier 1 is the most basic tier for community partnerships. It is the simplest tier. So this tier involves the principal appointing the partner liaison. The partner liaison is a staff person with other duties, such as a dean of students, the assistant principal, a school counselor, or the SIP facilitator. The partner liaison will be the main point of contact for partners, and they are going to delegate partners to work with specific personnel in the school based off of that partner's expertise and service areas. They will be attending the annual MNPS Partner 101 training. As we said before, it is 2 hours total once a year. And they will be communicating regularly with the Pencil Partnership Manager and United for Hope Partnership Manager that are assigned to their school if you have faith-based partners and Pencil partners at your school. So what are some volunteer opportunities and partnership engagement opportunities that would be taking place at a Tier 1 school? Well, one of the main opportunities at a Tier 1 school are coordinated school events. So at Tier 1, the main ways that volunteers and partners are supporting the school will be through event-based volunteering, with the expectation that there are events held anywhere from 1 to 3 times throughout the year. So here we see some great events, a coat drive, some reading events as well, where the students all got bookmarks for achieving their reading goals. Distribution events is another great way to engage your partners in volunteering. Here we can see our partners were helping with laptop distributions. So now we are moving on to Tier 2. Tier 2 is a little bit more involved than Tier 1. The principal is still appointing the partner liaison during this tier. Now, the partner liaison may still be a staff person with other duties, such as the dean of students, assistant principal, school counselor, or SIP facilitator. However, at Tier 2, the partner liaison could also be a position that is designated for partnership management, such as the Communities and Schools Site Coordinator or Family Engagement Specialist. The partner liaison is the main point of contact for partners. The partner liaison would be attending that annual MNPS Partner 101 training, again, 2 hours in length, and they would be asked to attend this once a year. They would be participating in a series of additional professional learning opportunities that would take place throughout the year. And again, they would be communicating regularly with their Pencil Partnership Manager if they have Pencil partners at the school, and their United for Hope Partnership Manager if they have faith-based partners at their school. They would also be expected to conduct partner meetings with community members minimally once a year. And so part of the training that they would be receiving would involve how to conduct those meetings. And so some examples of partner engagement at Tier 2 focus on school climate and culture initiatives, such as school or partner-sponsored staff luncheons. We see here they provided boxed lunches for all of the staff at Whitsitt Elementary. Another opportunity are clothes closets or food pantries that are based at the school, and volunteers and partners can contribute to scheduled donations to support those initiatives. Again, falling in line with improving school climate and culture initiatives, there can be campaigns to write cards of encouragement to staff, and also group programming that can focus on supporting students' academic initiatives and supporting their social emotional learning. And so here we see a guest speaker joining the class to talk with students about a specific subject area.
And lastly, we have Tier 3, which is our most in-depth, continuous level of support. Tier 3 has a liaison that's a full-time coordinating position. This could be a community achieved site manager, FRC manager, family involvement specialist, but they're dedicated to full-time working with partners. Our Tier 3 schools attend initial needs assessment trainings annually and participate in an annual standards-based school review. Our Tier 3 promote and participate professional development for coordinators, school leadership, staff, parents, and partners. So this is PD for everyone. Communicate as needed with Pencil Partnership Manager, and communicate regularly with the United for Hope Partnership Manager, and conduct quarterly partner meetings with community members. Our Tier 3 schools also utilize cohort data on district level programs and school level program cohorts to look at data and use it to inform programs. So examples of what you might see in a Tier 3 school, you might see parent education classes happening. This is one of our schools having a parent meeting, and community partner meetings happening quarterly, which this is a virtual partner meeting. You might see programming, coordinated partner engagement. Here's a group of students on bikes working with partners, and tracked student cohorts like reading buddies, one-on-one mentoring. So next steps from today, you are going to identify which tier your school falls under, thinking about the descriptions that we provided, and identify who your partner liaison is. And you'll be submitting those in the link going out in Principal Connection. Make sure that your partner liaison has access to your school's SIP for creating that strategic plan. And tiers 1 and 2, the partner liaison will attend one MNPS Partner 101 training offered May, June, July, and August. And our Tier 3 schools, the partner liaison will attend the annual Summer Needs Assessment training. So those are your next steps. We really hope that this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, we'll be providing office hours. Look for those dates to come in Principal Connection. But we've loved working with you today, and we hope you have a great day.